Ladies and gentlemen, and other folks. Yes, the wind is howling. The trees are bending. It's raining sideways. And we are crowded inside a chilly little back room. It's December, and 2015 is almost over. So we gather here beyond the outskirts of a mutant snowman colony, behind the TV, in the cupboard, of the brain, of the heart, of the stomach, full of napalm, in Eugene, Oregon. Yeah! This is page 2 poetry at the Cush Cafe. Fuck you! Here in the real thing, otherwise known, once again, as Eugene, Oregon. I am James Otter, your host, and chain-smoking, wise-cracking overlord. Yes. How many folks have been here before? Oh, fuck yeah. Very good. This place is addictive. And once you start coming here, you don't want to stop. Can I get a fuck yeah for you dedicated many who take time out of your weeks to make an appearance? Fuck yeah, you folks are awesome. Okay, how many of you are new? Oh, hi! You folks in the back and the other folks. Fuck yeah. Let's give a fuck yeah to them too. Thank you for coming out. You know, the word is spreading and I love it. You brave new folks who are, you know, I honor you. Those of you who are ready and willing to step right up onto this stage, or even to sit on the very edge of your seat, listening intently. Your courage is admired. Can I get another fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! All right, here be the rules. In a second. These pages are sticky.
Page
2. You get 8 minutes of uninterrupted poetry. You don't have to use all of it. If you go over and are just at the end of your poem, and I mean just at the end, you know, I will make an exception. This time limit is here for a reason. And that reason is because we, as an event, are on a time limit. I want everybody to have a chance to present their work. Number 2, no copywritten material. YouTube will take down any video that does this. You can read a friend's work. Be sure to give them a shout out. Don't be a jerk or a douchebag and steal credit for someone else's work. Because that's lame as fuck. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. By getting on this stage, you consent to be live streamed onto Page 2 Poetry's YouTube channel. If you're watching right now, you should hit the subscribe button. We need more people to subscribe. I don't edit for content, but I also don't allow racism, homophobia, or derogatory attacks on anybody who comes here. This is a poetry reading, not a fucking Donald Trump rally. With all that said and done, I have a new poem for you. All right. It's epic. Can I get yet another fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! Because you can't say fuck too many times. There's no such thing. The unsettling feeling of being Almond Mills is knowing stuff and not being entirely certain how or why. I know these things. These hyper-detailed visions of the past. Little snippets of warped history gone ravenous. Personal or geographically demented locations and objects everywhere I go. I used to read books, and then one day, I stopped. I already knew the information I was looking for. It was always inside me. Underneath the university, there's a storm drain and a billowy steam cloud. I like to hunt for the hidden history of places. And one day, I'm going to run away from home. I want to learn and leap and jump off sinking ships. I want there to be noteworthy events in my life history. The safety and sanctity of this gated community, or rather, the spiraling razor wire trenches of this harsh reality. I'm not scared of trouble. It haunts me and it daunts me. And my friend Heather says there's a ghost that's been following her. Every few feet, I'm clutching the talon roots of an old tree just above a superhighway. Microwave decomposing bodies, cha-cha-cha. Microwave decomposing bodies, cha-cha-cha. The ocean roars, good morning, and good night. Seagrass grows in clusters out slimy mouth holes and eye sockets. Keeping things interesting, I skipped the mandatory military school to hang out in the last seed pod of the boardwalk. The bridge there and back is still around, not yet chomped away by a debris storm from a particularly hungry hurricane. My friend's house slid into the ocean, and I thought about getting an inflatable bed in a wooden dinghy. She and I could live there together. Of course, the aquatic anomalies with soulless black eyes and hungry teeth would have wanted nothing better than for me to do just that. I established a personality of enigmatic proportions, living out my fantasy on the third story of a moldy, algae-caked, Victorian-style, storm-ready squatter's house. And somehow we had electricity. We had food. We didn't have each other. Not really. Life with my parents wasn't at all what it seemed. They killed people. They befriended. And I have this strange blessing on my head. I let the shadows in at night. I don't want them to freeze. They drove my eccentric parents over the edge. One day they fell down too. Less warm towards me, dead to them. I becoming uncomfortably intimate with damp, dark places, dingy little rooms. They locked me up. If I was to live my dream, I would have to sneak out and never come back. Part 3. Oakvine as a town is a fine example of what happens when a bear trap gains awareness and decides it's time to hit the body shop and upgrade. What happens when disaster relief works overtime? When one day someone kills every medic, every field surgeon and firefighter. The town was already detritus in a way, but that detritus inspired people to keep falling down. Down into the parts of themselves they secretly desired. The man with the black hole heart forever devolving the people around him. And the only folks that are still alive are different now. Infected by an evolving virus that exaggerates the features of a hopeless community, making common folk completely unrecognizable. A fusion of fishing line and buoys. People representative of their egotistical sins. Bloated tourists blinded by the sun, obese and waiting like sharks in the flooded streets. that may or may not have been my fault. And there is a chance it may or may not have come from inside my head. Don't try to understand, because I sure as shit don't. So that was the first part of the Oakvine saga. I hope you all enjoyed it. There's more to come.
Excellent.
And I'm working on it every day. I love y'all. Anyway, enough about that. Hey, Mo! Come on up to the stage. Are you ready? You know, it's okay. You don't have to be sorry. It's all good. You know, take your time.
Can't see.
You know?
I'm gonna read off my phone and everything.
Mo, you're fucking awesome. We love
Yeah,
you. Thank you. It's good to see you again. We've missed you.
This is a rewrite. Flights of fancy. I adore those mornings when I awake, my beloved dream of flying, thick as the taste of salt on my tongue, as comforting as having just made love, and cool air tickles my skin, the wrap of a sheet all that is needed. My dream self does not fly over crowds or buildings to glimpse screaming men in threadbare shirts trapped in boxes with silent wives whose soundless mouths contort like dying fish. No, I'm released to skies of cornflower blue which swallow me as I slow motion leap over wheat fields, then land electrified and repeat. Ever lengthening running starts, my arms circle up and up, propelling me to atmosphere, then to earth, and in a step as small as a caught breath, punch off again, hurtling off airplane hangars where I alone am the audience. I am convinced touching the surface of the earth is the only genuine measure of weightlessness. This is not the stuff of my wakefulness, where I am tethered to blackberry brambles, my purchase on sensibility so solid and constant in skipping or hopscotch vicarious thrills. It's important to admit when dreaming, I'm aware flying is extraordinary, and maybe I also know I'm dreaming. As I bounce toward flight, my stride extends, arms in constant motion. Am I simply yearning to tattoo this longing on my heart? Perfection is perfectly perfect, and flying is perfection when there's no threat of crashing. Yesterday, I spoke of dreams to Jadens, who came to me in princess costume, royalty reborn from another time. She screeches exuberance with such enthusiasm it takes my breath away. I watch her hug my dogs to her tiny chest, and she catches me staring. 4-year-olds are real world fairies, muses and miracles in giggling, exhausting bodies. What are the dreams 4-year-olds dream? Of riding horses on the beach, her mother says, popping up from under covers to shout for missing candy, then folding back into bed, worry released without wakening. I dream, she tells me, of animals and lifelong. Lifelong? I ask. She shakes her head, eyes knowing and sad, and whispers of the dogs, Gracie will die. She isn't like people. She will die, and then Pogo will be all alone. This breaks my heart, and I try to explain Gracie is young like her. I know she loves her most, so I also say she'll live a long, long time, but I don't convince her. Next day, flat hands slap against my door. She presents wet fingernails painted opal and fuchsia, orange, and red. I tell her wine glasses in my cupboard break when she introduces a thought. She has no idea how profound her joy is, but I laugh out loud at her gulping of life. We are opposites, she and I. She dreams the dreams of worry and loss to free her days for lightness and living. I dream the dreams of flying because when awake, I am too firmly anchored to the ground. Funny, when you are old, you must dream of flying. When you are young, very, very young and unafraid, each day, each thought, each movement is flight. Each step outside the door, a journey, a life safari. I watch her and am stirred by such vitality. It seems one can only claim to fly. And this is the truest test, really. If one can soar when awake with eyes wide open.
So, Gracie's your dog, right? Yeah. What kind of dog is she?
She's a deal.
Man, I love dogs. Dogs are awesome. Well done. Fuck yeah. All right. Joanna.
Yeah, long time.
Long time. No see. God, all these people I haven't seen in forever are here tonight. This is awesome. You standing?
Yeah.
All right. There we go. How's that? Selfie. Higher. Oh. Yeah, just hold on to it. Oh, just so you know, there's an on and off switch on there, so it can turn off right
Hello.
There
It's
you
on.
go. There we go. Take it away.
This is for Stephen Blue. Little toy guns. I see my brother, 4 years old, with his little toy gun. It is a stick fallen from a tree. You guys have to just imagine the drumming, okay? Stephen is here and he's drumming for me. I see my brother, 4 years old, with his little toy gun. It is a stick fallen from a tree. How did he learn that little toy gun? He learned it from watching TV. I see my little brother, too smart for school. They've given him pills so he can stay cool. Little toy gun, that Ritalin ride. It's just another little toy gun. I see my brother in front of the screen, designing skins for his guys. This one's green. He's hooked on a game, shoots automatic weapons for hours. It's harmless, it's virtual, just another little toy gun. They sent us his necklace, his bandana, his boots. He owned a few books and a box of bullets for something that shoots, but no gun. And no one saw his body, at least no one I know. So I wonder, where did he really go? He died when his lungs collapsed on a bufadrone trip, shot down by a short life full of little toy guns.
You know, it really makes me sad to think that right now someone probably just got shot somewhere. I know that's hardcore to say, but like, you know, there's a lot going on with that, you know? Guns aren't toys, period, you know? Sure, Nerf guns are fun. I mean, they are a fucking blast. I play with them with my nephews all the time. I mean, shit, I love it. But like, let's be honest here. A regular gun, that's not a toy, you know? It's like, as soon as I encounter someone who's running around showing off their gun, part of me thinks, is there going to be an accident that's going to happen? You know, guns are dangerous, man. And a lot of people are pretty irresponsible with them. You know, not to say outright, you know, forgive me for getting political. Actually, I don't give a shit. Fuck yeah. But like, I gotta say this. I don't think they should take away all the guns. I just think they should be a lot stricter. And I also think people who are irresponsible with guns should be banned from owning one. Lifetime. You know, it's like fucking you get in a car crash, you can still get a new car, but you know, you get in a gun crash, you fucking go to prison. Enough of this. There are other poets here. Like Will, right there, because it's his turn. Come on up to the stage.
Right. It's funny, I've seen Steven perform that poem, so it was very easy for me to imagine the drum beats behind it. Okay, this poem is called Now I Rest. Let me get a nickel bag. Never let my pants sag. I'm confusing as fuck like a woman dressed in drag. I'm just so fan-fucking-tastic in a world made of plastic where the changes come drastic. Find something worthwhile, then clasp it. Clutch it. Don't ever let it go. Don't ever let it know that you know it's more delicate than snow. Flaking in a flurry. Don't be in a hurry like a delicate chicken curry. The story stirs me. Occasionally perturbs me, but I play the part to the best of my ability. I don't know if I'm a hero, a villain, or just a fucking lackey. Maybe I'm all of those things to everyone at once. So face the front for your stunts. Light plenty of blunts because it's about to get weird. I'm still the same person, I just grew a sick beard. I don't want to be revered like Paul Revere on a John Deere. Steer clear of this queer or he'll fucking cut you. Or even worse, he might love you. Nah, who, me? Never. Yeah, I think my shit is clever, but I've got a good while till I can pull the last lever. And whatever you do, just try to improve your own particular groove, or hustle, if you will. But everybody has bills, and everybody has problems. All the people robbing them and us is fucking us up. This bullshit trial and error hits some harder than many. See my lunacy as ego truancy. It's just that no one's as smooth as me, but hey, what can I say? I just write whatever comes to mind, whatever I find in there, kind or not. I'm just trying to enjoy my spot as a step to success, not a permanent deep rest, but I spark a J and fly away and wish my future self the best. For now, I rest. Thank you.
Dude, you know, I really think you should record an album. I'm straight up. Anyway, hey, where'd that glass break? All right. Cool. Well, let me, hold on a second. My hands were full. This is kind of one of them nights. I'm like, yeah, broken glass. I better go save the day. This looks like a job for Hostman. Howard Hostman. All right. Hey, Chris. My man. Now, let's just say this. I think we're all the best of the best here. Oh, okay. This is going to be funny and awkward. There we go. Let's see.
It's going good so far.
Come a little bit closer. There we go.
Go clean it up, James. I can handle this.
This looks like a job for breaking stuff, man.
All right, Chris.
Woo!
Okay, this first one is it's called Weed Eaters. We call it a weed whacker, but they call it a weed eater, and I think that's a better name because after I've cleared an area of weeds and I turn the thing off and take off my headphones and my hands are numb and my hip is numb from the shaking and supporting of the thing, I look at what I've done, satisfied. But what I was saying was that after all that, I look at the cleared area and it's like the weeds just disappeared. Stalk, stem, and flower. Nowhere in sight. Could be the cutting string batted them out of range. Could be, probably, but it's like the weeds were devoured and I weeded, not to my exhaustion, but to the weed whacker's satiety. And so I think weed eater an appropriate name, though it's easier on the tongue to say weed whacker than weed eater, and to weed whack than to weed eat. I've got some just like 1 or 2 line poems, and here's one of them. It's called Shoulders. I wish everyone would just shut up and walk around with their shoulders hunched. This one's called Book. I went hunting with a book. Only one of us came back. It's a joke. Neither of us came back. This one's called Cleo. Named for me, the 7 sisters. Cleo. It's the only one I know. She's the muse of history. I don't know what her attributes are, what she governs exactly, her moves she can do. Seems pretty badass though. History, making the past. Let's make it up. Cleo is loud and ready to agree. She's beautiful. She's always horny. She loves geography. She loves rivers. She likes libraries and monuments, and she likes street names. That's that one. Thank you. This one's called Poor Man, and it's another one-line poem, and it goes like this. Rain pours down on the poor man's head. Super deep. Okay, here we go. This one's called Workout Video. It's another one, another short one.
Ew.
Jillian Michaels, you sexy bitch, tell me what to do.
Oh man!
Yay!
And, this one's called Lies. What is this world today? My thoughts frozen by the need for speech. Break off brittle in my mind or melt before they reach my mouth or melt in my mouth. A refusal to speak, a glacial shyness, a will not to create. It is something more than a desire not to. A will, a force, commanding, a commanding, command, stop, or to cease, or just a command, a long command that isn't being listened to. Someone else's command not to talk, a command to shut up. God damn it, what lies, oh, what lies.
Keep it coming.
If you want. That's what she said.
Yeah.
This one's called intelligible. The world is entirely intelligible, utterable, except for the obvious things, which aren't. So understand me when I say entirely, I probably mean more than you think. I probably mean that more of the world than you previously suspected to be intelligible, is in fact intelligible, it's intelligible, it's eligible for intelligence, it's eligible for knowledgeable. And finally, this one's called a performance. Wanting to tell you all about this thing, I did not want to say its name out loud, so I have brought it out for you to see. It do its thing, it shaped the way I talk. That's it, I did it, so good night. Thank you very much.
That's like a poetry meal. That's tasty. Well done. Dude, I love it. And, you know, I really mean it, though. I really do feel like we are the best of the best. Because I give you guys so much time to relax and sometimes worry about me randomly attacking you. No, I'm kidding. I'd never do that. No. But really, I mean, it's very inspiring to see what people produce, you know, every week. Because every week there's something new, you know. It's like, fuck TV, you know. I mean, we can write our own shows.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
On that note, I want to, you know, I kind of have this film lust going on. And I sort of want to start making short films.
Yes!
So if anyone's interested in doing that with me, talk to me afterwards, you know. And I mean, like, fucking random shit. Like, I'm kind of thinking this whole post-apocalyptic homeless writer thing going on. I got the costumes, I got the cameras, I got 2 little fingers. You know, I can do it. And I can do it with your help. Anyway, fuck yeah. Hey, Michael, long time no see. Come on up here. It's your turn. Watch out, it's kind of an obstacle course back there. Of course. Yeah, oh. We can fix this. Easy. Okay, I'll stop. There you go. All you. No worries. Take it away.
The blackest clouds Micah had ever seen rolled in from the northwest. Black. Why black? Every time he turned, there was black. Turned in his dreams, black. Turned to his lover, black. Turned to his friends, black. Turned to his heart, black. Micah knew this was problematic. He knew that darkness hounded him. He knew there was nowhere to hide. Blackness surrounded him, blocking out the light. Foreboding, cold, numbing, sucking out his soul.
Oh.
He ran through his thoughts as the colors were disappearing. Could he use this to his advantage? After all, he could use the black to vanish into. Yes, that's it. Like the octopus uses its black ink to escape, he could run from his enemies. All his enemies. Where did he go? He was just here. What's all that blackness? No. That was insane. After all, he didn't know any enemies he actually had. Oh, Micah felt eyes on him, eyes in the darkness. What are you? I can't see what you are. Why is that you would witness Micah in this despair? The voice was smooth, thick, thick like black syrup, soothing, melodic, its tone now reaching into the depths of what soul he was fighting to keep. I am here for what will be mine. I am Alpha and Omega. I am Yang. I am void. I am what is not light or color. Micah studied his nerves. Micah's nerves had faced worse than this before. He answered, "Fuck you, Black. Fuck everything you said. What it is you came for is not yours. Whatever I have left now is mine." The blackness answered, "You are mistaken, Micah. It is mine, and I am here to retrieve it." Yes. Micah took a pause to think about what he might have that this entity wanted. So he said, "What? What is it that I have that you seek?" Yes, Micah, that's good. I see you are curious. But if I tell you, you must agree to give it to me. Micah once again paused, but just long enough to realize he had heard the form of that voice before. Yes, he did know that voice. Many times it had tried to take from him things that were precious. Micah laughed out loud and smiled inside and rushed out into the blackness, his hands searching to grab and choke the voice out of the voice. Micah awoke. The sheets strangled in his hands. His lover stirring. A beautiful golden sun was cresting the ridge, the colors of the surroundings flooding his eyes, the light chasing away what was left of his only real enemy. So Micah did have at least one enemy. Micah smiled outside and woke his lover.
Oh man, so there's gotta be more, right?
More Micah.
Yeah, more Micah.
More Micah.
I love it. You know, I mean, I wish there was a book of that. I would like to own that. You know, that's what I want for Christmas. I won't get it. You know, it takes a long time for people to make books, but I want books from you guys someday. You know, I want a whole library because I would read those books all over the place. You know, it's fucking awesome. I'm really happy you came. You know. Anyway, hey Jeremy, been a while again. Yeah. Woo! Come on. Come on. Where are you? Okay, someone track him down. Get him. Bring him to me.
Oh, my bad.
Jeremy!
Oh, no, it's 8 already. All right.
It's all good, man.
Do I have to do it that way?
No. You can do it this way. Trust me. It's all kinds of chaos. I know. But you know what? You rule too. It's good to see you. Give me a big hug.
Glad
to have you back.
You know? Fucking. Okay, good. We can do that later. Oh no, you did not do that. All right, take it away. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If anyone ever does that again, I will Sharpie them. I'm not even. I'll draw my insignia on their neck. Anyway, take it away. Fuck yeah. I know you got something else.
James and the vengeful fire. Okay, everyone here okay? Yeah? Okay. Where there is love, there is no question. Got a question. What is love? Some say simple life with an eye always on the light through the dreaming day and through the dreaming night. Such directional cue may be very true. It's like asking someone, where does the earth meet the sky? That away, they say, is their only reply. So it'd be nice to have something a little more precise. Met a flyer the other day who had plenty to say, saying, flying a plane, the pilot can eject if crash is imminent. So it is with the soul and body, though this body, the vessel of travel, is quite different. Body can feel spatial awareness at every move and step, and depending on the thought, can change in appearance, looking quite alive or dead. So putting this forth as possibly true. Body and soul are not separate, lest it be emergency, in which case the soul leaves some residue behind. So why not try to turn the gross light into the subtle light while still moving around inside? All starting to make some sense when suddenly come a turbulent wind, causing that flyer to twist around and down and die, and all the while throwing me into a spider's web where death was likewise close. Long, quiet, twilight legs and spiders approach, fangs as sharp as knives, mirror glass, dark eyes in which I see reflecting the little trembling me. And suddenly I know, though still in grip of fear, my thinking remains fairly clear. Spidey, let's silk a deal, you and me. You let me go, and I'll give you part of everything I eat. So Spidey coming in real close with those two black reflecting orbs lighted by the countless souls they did set free. Well, that's quite nice, says Spidey. Finally, things are getting easy. Laying down another silky line, Spidey continues talking rhymes. To avoid getting all tangled again, let's spin a web of differing perception. In seeing this for what this is and become almost fearless. Because Holy knows that whoever enters the unknown, no matter how experienced the pilot's flown, is gonna make the heart grow a flutter and explode everywhere, here and there. So if here does not synthesize with there, if this does not become that, onto the small self-awareness collapse. Don't feel good, Robin Hood, don't feel good. See, I've caught and eaten so many flies, I don't even know if I should anymore. It's getting quite ridiculous, turning schizophrenic when I'm no longer emphasized in fear, anger, worry, or various disguises of me. Perception will not contract into self-entangled density. So says this Jedi Spidey, crossing his or her legs into the lotus position and continuing. How can this see if there's nothing to see? How can life be without something deadly? This is the hard mind of simplicity and should remain supple as a child's life, aware of individual as both this and that, life and death, and the experience of all that is. Yes, my web is everywhere and only hinders to the flies who get stuck on the self, because 'tis only the self who dies. So fly to everything, non-local identity, no need to bleed anymore. Joy rising in equanimity and in knowing inferiority as an impractical experience. Or become my dinner. This is heart of mind on the silky line approaching synthesis of the observer and the observed. And what is constricted shall loosen, body become shine, and music of pride falling away, never to fall again in love, lest it be with love itself. For if understanding has not brought love, it has brought blood, and that I've had quite enough of. Though give me a day or two, and I may sink my teeth into you if you want me to. I love you, I kill you, I love you, I kill you. And what of old Maggie Death? What are those escape artists called saints or what have us, who die and yet their body remains uncorrupted, shining light, seems like. They let the inside out, outside in, lighting right through dualism, because everything is made of light and zoom, taking form and thought again, only to loosen what is dense and return to the subtle primary colors from whence it came. After a thorough search in all directions, all that can be found creating this question is the searchlight of my thinking. You see, Flyer, all that I perceive is the creation of my mind, so why not just throw in the sunrise, a gentle kind? Because trying too hard is just pride, which usually results in feeling worthless. So here's to feeling alive, well into the night, saying hello again to all of this for the last time. No more goodbyes. No matter how many times thinking cries, yet why be upset by those who cause harm? For they believe their suffering comes from outside. So they take up arms to attack and collapse, caged in self-entanglement, blood on the breath, making cages for others too, enjoying taste of death. You may think I'm one to talk, considering all these bodies I got hanging around. Difference is I'll eat you alive till there's nothing left, except what is there to learn from suffering? I don't like suffering because it's not my nature to suffer. And I'm no exception. Everybody wants to fly. Leaping from self, inside out, outside in, open, open, open more, arms wide, flying and crossing of all direction. If there is no self, there is no otherwise. Selflessness must be love. If there is no self, then who can die? Selflessness must be none other than flying right into you, the heart of every being. I becomes all, never to be lost in the expanse of knowing that all who fly and all who free are present ancient history, awareness just as it is, immeasurable, indestructible bliss. And the only question is, what am I thinking? This own knowledge shall not shine through without the vigilant mirror to watching thoughts as they form, feeling clearly the weight they store, to be lighter, lighter, light, influencing all I perceive. To be careful what I visualize, crazy joy in everything. Seeing thoughts as they arise, knowing clear if they be loving or disguised as otherwise. Given enough time, all my thinking to divine, transform this body into the subtle light. No more please or thank you or any kind of polite. I'm teaching and learning from others, every word alive. This is who I am. Now is to be free. So says the Spidey. The only problem is mood swings. Gosh dang mood swings. And with that, feeling the vibration of silk, Spidey quickens away to the next entangled meal in dire need to be free. Quote from Shakespeare, our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. And one more.
All right, you got 1 minute.
Quote from Dr. Seuss. Thank you, James. From there to here and here to there, funny things are everywhere.
All right. I like spiders. I don't care, I don't know why people are so scared of them. Spiders are pretty cool, It's like, yeah, let's kill the spiders. It's like, oh yeah, well now there are flies all over the place. Flies that land on shit and other things. Yes, those aren't scary at all. Especially when they land on your face. Spiders don't land on your face, not on purpose. But I gotta say though, be careful with the quotes. Those are great quotes, but like YouTube, they seriously have a hard-on for like fucking with us. What's a YouTube? That's YouTube.
But he did credit the author.
Which is smart. That's the way to do it. And if the corpse and if Dr. Seuss's corpse plans on suing us, then something really weird is going on. Something awesome. All right. But thank you, Fuck yeah. Hey, Song Mi, it's your turn.
Thank you. Hi.
Yo. Is that better?
Yes, perfect.
All right, take it away.
World. What it makes it is another possibility. When I let it go and let it control me, I became ill. Self-control is necessary. Life is so hard. Got to let it go. But sometimes we gather and organize. My small brain can't follow. I'm only good at losing myself in the infinite universe and wanderlust. Thank you. I can't do it. I can't kiss you. Can't look at your eyes too long. It may change everything. It may destroy everything. What we're going to build through us. Everything is illusion, delusion, and revolution. That's crazy. Okay, I got that. I do not know. Yeah. Empty. Emptiness. Nothingness. I don't know how to empty, but keep emptying it. It's okay not to know. The great answer is this. I don't know. There's so much, but I'm just cutting it off quick. Everything just too much. I like short. So that was the past. How I was lost. I was trying to center myself. Ready? 1 a.m. 8th December, Tuesday, 2015. Yesterday, I've met a master. Life-changing moments by moment. Life seems so fast, yet snake smooth enough that makes it 30 years ago, like yesterday. Waters are flowing and waves in the ocean dream, it mostly tinted in vermilion, pink, red. My master, born in 19th of March, under the many sacred stars. In ancient Greece, a festival called the Lesser Pathenai was celebrated on this day in honor of the goddess Athena. Wow. May joy, love, and light bathe him after a long time of being in spiritual realm. What a weird thing to have white hair in one side. And His very first kung fu teacher from age 5 told him all she heard, the legend of babies born white hair. Not just a small dot, making him look like an angel from TV, cherubs, and a savior of my life from a car. Yesterday at 6:45 p.m. as walking, we could talk so much about heart, loving people, mind. That's how I got distracted. Didn't see the car. I know it wasn't that close, and overall I felt overprotected. But I crossed it out because I said you overprotected, and he's like, no, you're so close, and I don't want to like make him upset. I'm getting free trial, so okay, you saved me, and it's like yes, sorry. He says he's a magician who tried to guide the kingdom of men to build, who adds power to others, who comes from the mountain. Austin means Meggi in Italian. Austin Joseph Bazzoli. His wishes lingers like a promise. On 4:55 p.m., 2nd of September, Wednesday, 2015. Remember? Journal. What the brightest sunshine had sent me as it broke out dramatically, as if it had been in big gray clouds, like an eggshell. Stormy, rainy wind. I'm soaked in rain like a fish. I'm not strong. Make me. Help. Save me. The sun, with all perfect rainbow sparkles, seemed to be very sacred and rare. And this joy were telling me the promises and help that I would receive. Cheer up. Just like that stormy day, Sky told me to be. I'll train your light to be stronger. I'll make you unstoppable. Be strong as a heart. I bless the sky to send me a teacher that wants to teach me. Not yet, not yelling, angry, and calling me stupid and kick me out. However, I must kneel on my knees for what I saw, the essence of positivity. Poor but rich at heart, endless dream and love in humanity. I needed a friend like that who said, you can do it, rather than baby me and mother me. A person who believes in me because of my strength in heart. And a Meggi who helps me build to live on and pass on in dreams of love to generation. Dreaming in all our generation to be in peace. Let's be peaceful warriors. 1 equals 1.618, 2 equals 3, 3 equals 5. Expansion. We have many candles right now.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Yeah, this night's going by fast, you know? Let's see, how many poets we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I mean, we have 8 poets left, you know, that's not too bad. That's fucking great, actually, that we have this many people. You know, I mean, every week I come early and I'm like, yeah, there's not gonna be anyone. Yeah, there's gonna be like 4 of us. We'll get done at like 7:30. We'll all go home and play sad poker. You ever play sad poker? Andrew, do you ever play sad poker? Get up here. This is your time. Yeah. Let me get you nice and positioned here. Yes.
Only happy drunk poker.
No, I don't play poker. Often. Maybe Texas hold up.
A word for scientists and preachers. I was born into this cosmos with all my senses and a brain. So, like most who have wanted to know anything, I started asking pesky questions, many of which I'd still enjoy more input about, such as, I wonder what is the difference between matter and energy, since energy underlies all matter and matter is neither created or destroyed. I wonder what is the difference between a scientific description of forces in physics and a theological affirmation of the indestructibility of spirit. I wonder what is the difference between my behavior as an evidence for my consciousness and the behaviors of animals, plants, germs, atoms, subatomic particles, ecosystems, galaxies, societies, and insects as an evidence for each their own consciousness. And I ponder why both scientists and clerics are discouraged against asking such questions, leaving them to the questionable capabilities of silly New Agers, would-be prophets, and lofty poets. I suspect each may accuse me of being in some places too vague and in others too exaggerated in my presentation of the quote-unquote facts. But I would accuse each of them as having forgotten that wonderment is what gives birth to interest in nature and religion in the first place. But in the name of the established facts, wonderment has been banished with the censorship of its accompanying pesky questions. I would accuse each of them as participating wittingly or unwittingly in the academic taboo against bringing subjects too close together, treating literature, philosophy, theology, physics, biology, math, poetry, psychology, and neuroscience as conveniently separated for finite minds whose very brains are physics and neuroscience and psychology and biology and math and philosophy and theology and poetry and literature all at once. I would also indict each of them with the condemnation that it is their own vagueness and their own exaggerations which make room for the very concepts and inquiries they ironically despise. The notions of empiricism and objectivity cannot quell the inner roar of personhood, which is sensation and subjectivity. I, the subject, was born into the objective world, yet it is the objective world which gave birth to my personal experience of it. Furthermore, neither I nor the scientists or religionists can grab at truth any other way than with our senses, thoughts, words, and perspectives. But dreams, change of inner feelings over time, psychotic, mystical, optical, and drug-induced hallucinations all show the flexibility there is outside the range of everyday perception. Preference for one rendition of existence over another in a way is merely bias if it is not an account which accounts for all the observations and experiences that may be accounted for. It does not matter whether the version is profound or trite, chaotic or neat, sublime or mundane, tragic or comic, skilled or unskilled, agreeable or disagreeable. We must begin constructing a translation which listens to the messages from every realm and collects their essences together into a library for the soul. Therefore, all the books, movies, poems, TV shows, waterfalls, trails, cliffs, chemicals, and molecules have something to say, which may go beyond the limits of test tubes and microscopes to define. The scientific method seeks to explain. The method for finding truth must be broader in order to allow for truths which cannot be explained and truths which present explanations may only imply. Even the denominations and spiritualities have been contaminated with the impulse to explain the unexplainable. Then when the seeker has been thoroughly duped into thinking the teacher knows what they are talking about, they accept it on authority. In this way, the believers no longer truly believe, and just as the prophets complained, there is no more faith inside the churches or behind the pulpits. The ineffable is only embraced insofar as it is made effable by stories and quotations. And a sense of trust in God, which accepts every aspect of creation, is lost beneath the preponderance of documents and dead saviors. All have drank from the intoxicating pool of modernity and wobble along, believing their images have been proven. Technology and reason are seen as the antidote to our condition for their contributions in explaining partially what can be partially explained, and in medicine. Technology and reason have also at the same time brought humans overpopulation and the risk of our total annihilation. In our excitement over discovery, we have forgotten that faith is the basis for reason, since reasonableness has no other basis than itself. We have forgotten that how we treat others is not based primarily upon logic, but upon common feeling. Though thinking every day, we hardly ever think well enough to notice the bounds and limitations of our own thoughts. Never notice how our internal glossary of words and pictures, supplemented by what we consider possible, totally distort the world more than any drug ever could. Never notice our identity is an abstract construct and not something we really are. I think much of people's thought lives are mainly governed by existential fears. Fears which make these questions threatening. So the fearful parade their distaste as dogmatic certainty or intellectual responsibility. Science and religion are overestimated in the enlarged heads of their disciples. I look at both of these often, but I also go looking elsewhere, beneath bum-plagued bridges and in coffee houses full of discontents, in my own heart and in the hearts of others. In the words, and in between the words, I come across what I can only call truth.
Oh, man.
And I swear I can no longer tell the difference between the intelligence of God and the intelligence which makes the flowers bloom.
Yay.
Oh.
I think maybe separateness is the supreme and most beautiful hallucination. Just a second.
Oh, God.
To watch dissolve into oneness and openness. For scientists and preachers, I have a formulation. Since from world comes self comes world. Therefore, from the facts of the self are the facts of the world. Subjective and objective truth are the same. Finally, there is no separation, and ultimately, there is nothing to be afraid of, especially death. Thank you.
Oh, man. You know, I really wish I had more time to give you guys. You know. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? God. See, there's a lot to take in there. There's a lot to take in with all of you guys, you know, there really is. You know, and not to sleep on. It's good. God. Yeah, no, not a... There you go. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yay!
All right. Hey, Cohen. Let's turn the reverb back on. Yes. Man, guys are tired or something. It's okay. Hey, buddy. Hey. Let me get you set up. Go. What's up with the reverb? I can turn it all the way up if you like. It'll sound all Wizard of Oz. Oh, God. All right. Sorry, go ahead. It's okay. You're okay. We love you. You kick ass.
This concept of missing something from yourself.
You need your other half. You are not whole. You are not perfect. Who planted this terrifyingly poisonous seed in my garden? Who gave it sunlight and water and energy? Why is it here? I remember when I first thought that this was true. I've been on a quest searching cross-country, religion, self-help, anything. Countless failed relationships smothered my heart till I cannot breathe. Monasteries and 12 steps to freedom, spread my wings and soar in the heavens. Do I feel broken, not perfect now? Sometimes I feel self-conscious, then I realize how I broke. I found that missing brick to my wall and then smashed some more of it. I made a hole for a window and then I opened it. I breathed the fresh air in and basked in it. There are no shadows casted here.
Sorry about yes. Yes, that garden of yours. Yes. Watch out. Good stuff, man. Very tasty. Man. Tonight's going too fast, you know? I kind of wish I had a time machine so I could fuck up time so like every night was Tuesday.
Yes!
Of course, we wouldn't know that. You know, like Groundhog Day. Yeah, there are consequences.
Time machine.
Dire consequences. Yes. God, I love the reverb. I just wish I had a pedal too. You know, fucking. I wish I had one I could just carry around with me. Fucking voice modulator. You know, and like going to the store. Fucking. Hey, it's Tuesday night. Why are you still working? Come down here. There is good poetry. You're missing out. Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Watch that sports game that happens fucking all the time. You know, fucking red versus blue. Fucking blah, blah, blah. Fucking rooster teeth. Come on up here, Emily. Come on up. I'm pretty sure this is your first time reading, right?
Ever.
Ever. I commend you on your courage.
So yeah, this. Thank you for introducing. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Also, never talked.
Yeah, a little closer.
Okay, close to the mic.
Okay.
Anything else? Any other notations before I begin?
Is that a comfortable height for the mic?
Yeah, except I'm gonna sit down.
All right. Yeah, make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right.
Okay. And this
Is
is
good enough? Oh, thank you. Remind me what your name is.
Tell me.
You're the reason I'm up here. You specifically, yeah. You called for girls, baby. You got it.
Yeah, girls.
Is this counting to a reading time?
Wow. This girl's got a lot of love, you guys. So I'm up here because I've been so inspired over the past couple months and hearing all of you release your truths. Wow, I'm hearing all of you release your truths. And I just love that this is a place where everybody can kind of come and say whatever it is that they feel they need to say. So I actually forgot the only piece that I've prepared. So I have an idea, and I'm just going to kind of start from the beginning of this notebook and read what I think I want to read tonight.
All right, go for it.
Life, a river, but the endpoints undefined. Who knows from where we were born or why? For a reason, it needed to be there, in that exact location. So maybe do we. A purpose unknown is not invalid. The rushing of the water still soothes those it does not touch. We need not drink it to relish in its lessons. We need not fret over why we are here. Rather, imbibe in the glory that we are. Hear the gurgling in the water, and know you are lucky to hear it. No, not lucky. Blessed. Blessed are those who sing, for they can always find a song. In this way, carry on. That's a quote, by the way. I don't know who, I'm sorry. In this way, carry on, like the river. Confidently it surges on, unasking of explanation, knowing one will come when it will. With grace, embrace the river.
Got it.
I am so small. An element, mere matter. But somehow, I matter. Somehow, the balance of this universe, which is affected by the presence of every element, includes me as a vital part of its existence. And perhaps every step I take is therefore sacred, is therefore significant. I may be small. We all are. But this gives each second a purpose. Because even if I don't know how my path affects those around me and those far from me, I can do my best to ensure that the externalities of my existence are positive and pure.
How you doing up there?
This is so beautiful. I recommend this to anybody. Seriously, just come up and say hello in front of a microphone. It just really, we don't communicate enough as people, you know, we don't say enough important stuff. I'm going to pause for a second. I encourage you to just please say, the next time somebody says, how are you? Answer exactly the first thing that comes to your head. Don't say, fine, how are you? Because that's boring and it's not true. Preaching to myself here too, sorry. Okay, I guess this is relevant. Don't be so hard on yourself. Where you excel, so others fail. And as such, you must have failure where others succeed. There is too much good in this world and too much talent and power for it to settle in one person. I think tonight is a proof of that, and this entire place. Okay. Set yourself free. Let go of obligation, unless it's to or for yourself also. Obligations for the sake of others alone take more from us than we have to spare. To care not for yourself is to remain unable to properly care for others.
He's gone. You can go.
Okay. She's not here. Whatever. Here we go. This is a poem about depression, and a lot of people either have felt this or know somebody who feels this, but, you know, for those of you who can't relate, I thought, you know, I would just share this. Today my roommates left me. Waking up from my nap, I am alone. You're acting weird, they say. All you do is sleep. Well, what am I supposed to do? Rarely does life offer the same comforts as a dream. Committing to my sheets has never led me down the wrong path. You could have filled me entirely, but instead you leave me here alone. Broken, I wait. Laying in bed, I hope. Perhaps one day there can be aloneness without the loneliness I feel. For now, it's back to sleep. That was written about a year ago. I'm feeling much better now. All right. How are we doing on time, James?
One movement, 2 minutes. Actually, yeah, I'd say 2.5. There we go.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
29 seconds.
Nice.
Anyway, you're good. Take it.
Okay. So I've been playing with the idea that everybody's magical, and I truly believe it. It's something that if you don't believe, I suggest you try to prove it to yourself or disprove it to yourself, because I found it to be more and more true. Today, I noticed the magic in my veins. It is in all of us. As we learn to listen to the light breeze of the universe, we begin to speak the language. We get out what we put in. All questions will be answered. We are never alone. And life is a beautiful thing. All right, this last one, I was moving out of a house, and it was the only place besides my parents' house that's ever felt like home, so it was pretty hard, and it was kind of a sour situation, so I wasn't entirely happy to be leaving, so I sat on the last day in my doorway and looked into the room. Oh, that's okay, I'll read it next week. Thank you all so much. Seriously.
Oh man, sitting down. Well, I mean, on stage, because I was sitting down over there. Yeah, you're natural. It takes a lot of fucking courage to do it, and I love to see that other people are inspiring other people to do it. And it's like a good thing we're inspiring people to do. Not like inspiring each other to do horrible, violent things.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes. Wait, what did you say? What did you say? Chris, come on, spit it out.
I said that you inspire me to do horrible, violent things.
Yeah, but that's like our private. That's like, after here. That's outside. We don't talk about those things. But, that you can read about it in the New York Times sometimes. No, that's not funny. But if it's not so funny, how come some of you guys are laughing? So, Anna and Jacob, you guys are like going up together, right? All right, so are y'all ready for the abstract musings of Anna and Jacob? Don't break this stool. Haven't seen you guys in a while. God, I love this. This is like a big reunion. I feel like at the end we should all just like get up on stage and just like bow or something. Wouldn't that be cool? So how are we gonna do this since there's two of you?
There's 3 of us.
Put it between
4 of us now.
Are we talking about the guitar, the phone, and you guys? Or...
Yeah.
Wait, this is a bass.
Yeah.
I have a bass just like that. Oh, our basses should meet sometime. That would be fucking awesome. All right.
Yeah.
A 1, a 2, a 5, a 17. Go.
Go. Yeah, go.
Wanna go to Iceland? Feel free control over breath, the sky clear. Brain in plexio lining, chasm plexus, but we on unique. 29 pounds.
birth it to our aniariflexio total exploration ishan a warv robitrand I am stressian and I am stresses feeling under plexure breathian a circumyasaliation and I am stresses born oransical but blue, lay in white, weather unfored 23-2. Bitten is weather, and I love what is marrow, like forage, what I am saying for ever mine Antioch. So now, go.
Just some more kisses and I'm stressed. Can you pick your nose? Can you pick your nose? We live in a free country. An ocean is an edge of sparkle, blah, blah, blah. Less scared of Benny, Annie, I vibrated. This and I'm stressing. I put in the expression. What my wife made in flame, we're proud and bird is in flame. Do you see your acid? And I'm stressing to say for yourself, made in flame, send I have to see myself nice. Who is your son? Is spaghetti, myself, and got myself in handy spaghetti begins in your mouth, slipping your vega, myself up in your sausages, into your butter, out your butts enough, flexing, blast of vega, myself, and turn to myself.
Looks like you might need to turn the mic up a bit.
Woo! So how's it going? I'm good. How are you? Good. How is your bowel movements? Because how's your house? Your mother to your wife. Made in flames. So what she got on the ass on your jeans. It's nice. I wish I could be on my mom to Mother Nature. Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck yeah. Good day, brother. Out on the what's that? Got his sister on the burger out on the ground with myself. I'm slurring in my interest in what about it? What about it? Hobbit, what are you saying? This is the way to talk. And my friends is the same as me, so. How are you? I guess too busy. And I'm here in the...
I'm in the cell phone, so funny. I'm in a photograph phone, fun, know how to have fun. If you look at the growth of the year, we will see how nonsense directly correlates with some senses and nonsense wife made in flames surplexinence made the most senius anis is the syncarplexy agnine anoso nonsense is the pothing oreleo robird austa its passo thing orta until much potatoes ice neutral it is wa and study where writ is neutral it is way a poem. Do you want to write a poem? What do you love about writing poems? Pot over again, agio thing, orin, agio no thing, orin, repetition on again, all repetition, wrapped this petition, swore rope your drawwood. Oral vowels, or vowel thing, vowel on or rolls, but I will hold the rule tugging roar through so girls knew no profit, all the profit, all profit, all for it.
Stag life.
Made in flame spaghetti sauce spaghetti entered my spa wife. Made in flame spaghetti house and wife. Made in flame so we made spaghetti and spaghetti house. Roll can't on vacation. Oh, can't under longer can't cunt on vacation. Loafing what is under loving the whole duration nation bringing to wife. Made in flame surplexing. There are who love Avery has a birthday off of Avery or rings. There who love bird on the bird Tuesday.
Quiet like my stage name of wife made in flame. See, I'm staging petition and just for age ribbon. It's age ribbon off petition off camel petition. In fact,
imagine, I feel. Oh, Eskimos, dialing, no cocoa, dicky, repetition, and fire's wrong, right, flame, and flame. See if I do, you tight on, do you know? A competition in Vancouver, glue, jog, camel, your door will be needle, mecha, sandal, cocoa, yeah, no robot. Donkey, no robot. Groove, bro is wrong. So what did you type? You've done it wrong. You know, it's neutral. It's what Gubra wrote it. Hello, hi. Am I me again? It's new to fall asleep, theaters. Atomic thing cut down my nut.
Sack on made a left back and I go smoke hash. No, that's not, no. I don't have stands. No, I'm not going to slumber with the smoker. The way past tense, but I don't want twice neutral. It is what? Granularing in my into his Brit wife made in flame singularring in my intricate ass think seal waffer rework into love wife made to flame send or hold my body down abdominal sorrow wind on rings there who love mentioned facial beauty drilling bamboo third near next flex and eye points bigger rushing abdominal rushing bigger sober rings there who love Isian and I am stressel rebro bornia luling. It is all just constellations. Scrollish childhood, dolence it is more hand than O can chew. Right now, Mao, yes, I am mad luring, and my intent is to sit about school, and I want to please forgive my craziness because I am me, and I love me just as much as you love your shit gun moon.
It's all just constellations. It's all constellations.
Oh man, that was awesome. That was awesome. And I hope you guys are okay that I got the whole room involved. That was so fucking cool. Oh man, we need to do that sort of thing more often. You know, I mean, did that feel good? Y'all feeling good?
Pretty cool.
What if I threw thumbtacks? I was like, free thumbtacks! Hang up any picture anywhere, except on metal. All right, who gives a shit? Hey, Josh! Your time has come, and I have to turn the reverb off again.
Wow. Greetings, one and all. Good to be back here.
Are you sitting, standing? What you doing?
Let's see. I think I'm going to do something about like this will be fine. This will
that's
be fine.
perfect. I
This
love
is
it
fun.
when that works out. It makes things so much easier. Take it away.
Most of you didn't know, although some came by for this fabulous photograph that I was showing around. I had neck surgery 8 days ago, and I had this whole cycle of surgery that I put into, wrote a lot about pain. So I'm going to start with one called surgery. This I wrote before they started. I wrote, they are going to cut me open and scrape my bones, looking for some remnant of youth, grown over by a calcified heart, smothered by a spine grown uncaring. They're going to cut me open and scrape my bones and leave me in a narcotic doze in hopes of dreaming the boy inside of me back into the world.
Yeah.
And this, oddly enough, as all those of you who've been with me for all these many months know that I'm going through the divorce cycle. This is coming to an end. And I thought of pain and I thought of kindness in this, coming through this rather terrible. They cut my neck open from the base of my skull to the middle of my shoulders. Coming back is like being reborn. In pain, We think of kindness. The knife that brings the wound is a healing touch, fire to the skin and blood, pain screaming through the bones and muscle, a heart that pumps love, blossoming into the burning wound of surgery. I thank the hand that wields the knife that brings the pain of healing, and think of all the pain I have brought to others, hoping they can heal as these torn muscles heal. It is to you, the woman I have loved, for this past quarter century, and I wish to apologize for the inevitable knife of change, for the end of our time, for the love that drains away like pain from a wound. It is for you and this inevitable leaving that I wish to wash the wound with kindness. And I'll do two more. One I wrote today. This one I wrote the other day. I said, to say you are sorry is not weakness. It is a giving that I see you in the heavenly light of selfless love, or merely that I have moved beyond hate, or that there is more to the sea than just water and waves. Yeah. So you'll notice that a lot of this has to do with pain. Let's see, was this one I did today? Yes, this is called the pain of healing. It is the pain of life. The ache of an opening flower, the struggle of an old cat getting back up onto a warm bed, the smile of a child that you know will become only more poignant with time. Time is the scalpel that opens the wound of life and simultaneously heals as an old cat purrs at the foot of the bed. Thank you. Thank you for the love in the room.
It's a relief that you're okay. You know, sometimes life really sucks. Life can really suck sometimes. But you know,
Pulls you through that.
you pull through. And you know, and there's a lot, seriously though, there's a lot of hope in those words. Really genuine truth, you know? And I gotta say this, because I can't compliment you guys enough. You know, I've met a lot of famous people, and they were pretty stuck up. And you know, I think we're a lot of, you know, we're more talented and genuine. You know, I'm just gonna be straight up, you know, don't get big and famous because you can get lost in all the freedom. There you go. Words, whatever you want to call it. You can call it wisdom, or you can call it, you know, preaching. I don't call it what you will, but I'm dead serious. You know, the road to fame is a fucking treacherous road, and it will fucking destroy. It'll destroy who you used to be. You know, this is the real thing. A room full of people who, you know, who care about each other, who are willing to express themselves and tell stories and be completely honest, you know, or tell absolute fables that are total bullshit, but they're entertaining, you know. This is where the real stuff's happening, and I love it, and I'm honored that I can do it. You know, thank you. So we are down to our final four. Yes, the poets of the poetocalypse. The first of which is Charles. All right, Charles. So there we go. Now Charles has been helping out a great deal around here. And I hear you're working on a book, right? Am I on that?
I'm gonna get downer.
Anyway, let me.
Thank you.
Deal. You rock, man. Thank you.
Oh, I am rocking.
Don't worry about that. That table's been on the ground too long.
So I have spent 36 hours in the last 3 days in labor to give birth. Went to the printers this morning. I walked out of there, 6 months worth of work, and I was happy. And it became a wild day. In the next 2 hours, I had 4 magical events happen in 2 hours. And I wish there was time to tell you. The last 6 months have been magical. And much of that magic right here. So after you go through labor and you give birth, the body says, okay, you need a little rest. So I don't even have the juice tonight to do a poem justice.
Oh,
No. Give me a minute.
Okay.
I won't let you down.
Of course not. You never will. Ever. It's impossible.
But I was putting stuff into this 10 minutes before I had to leave to get it in. So what I'd like to read you is those last few words, those thoughts that snuck in. And they snuck in under a chapter that I just added just a couple of days ago. And it's called The New Year Coming. So now that something is born, it's time to look forward. So this is called, Labors of Love. This is a proof. This is not the final version that went to the printer. I'm back to where I started. It's all good. It's all good. Oh. Joshua.
Yes.
I've had the surgery, as you have. So this is a poem that I had tended to read before I'd intended not to read it. So now I guess I intend to read it. And this is from 27 years of a past life in this life. It's called The Wonders I Have Seen. I have seen into bodies. I have seen into open bodies. I have seen organs and tissues. I have seen hearts that were broken, then unbroken. Oh, the wonders that I have seen. I have seen 2 become 3 in these dimensions. Seen open become closed in microfine arthroscopy. Followed the pump-starved artery closed. Balloon into a full life. Oh, the wonders I have seen. Seen the fluorescence flower bloom. Seen the fluorescent flower bloom in the ocular cave of macular degeneration. Seen the craftsmanship of angles, stainless steel screws,
heard the whine of the power tools of construction for a totally new knee. I have seen the long rasp hollow the femur for the hip replacement. Seen the smoke of cauterized flesh and breathed its disturbing bouquet. Oh, the wonders I have seen. Yet in all these things and so many more, I never glimpsed, not fleeting, nor in paused playback, not a single frame revealed the human soul. I was not dismayed, not distraught for any, even those with the poorer outcomes. I was not dismayed. Oh, the wonders I have seen. We were with spirit in those many days, in the bright rooms, or haloed under lights suspended, we in those sterile suites, lush with the will to live and make whole. I was in wonder with the sound of hushed voices, of purposed expertise and singular intent. A team one for the one's greater good. Oh, the wonders I have seen. In those places I saw spin from hand to hand the sacred dervish in its dance of mystery and healing. Saw it cling like St. Elmo's fire along chromed instrument, arched needle, and dark suture. Watched it press the bellow up and push the bellow down. Press the bellow up and push the bellow down to respirate unconscious. Seen it vitalize plasma and whole blood, holy in its gift of life. Oh, the wonders I have seen. It would be into these hands I would deliver my heart and the lives of my children, as I did my father, though we scatter his ashes still. Gifts come in many forms, and I am thankful for the wonders I have seen. Oh, okay. All right, well.
Oh, would you like a glass of water?
I would like a glass of something.
Okay.
All right, here's one. Let us be renegade poets. Let us be renegade poets, and with our vocabularies needle and spoon, let us be light junkies with a desperate Jones. And in this altered state, let us be patriots for the ancestors and their dreams of freedom. Let us be the new guard, all old style and new school, the ones with the muse on steroids with her axe to grind, loins to gird, hostages to free, and oppressors to overcome. Let none remain standing. Let there be no moon, spoon, or June for our kind. We are made of stronger words and deeds. So come, renegade poets, the time is short and the hour grows near.
This is an unforgettable night. I hope I don't ever forget it. I hope I never get Alzheimer's and lose all this. You know? I mean, this real, bigger, I don't know. That's power. That's real power. Thank you for that. Anyway, we're down to the final three.
Final three.
The final three. I would do the final countdown, but it's kind of overused. Like zombies. Commentary! Colin! I'm calling on you. Yeah, I made that pun. And I won't make it again. Oh, man, though. Are you gonna play the bongos? Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Just be careful with those, okay?
Will do. Thank you, James.
They're made out of nitroglycerin.
What a beautiful, beautiful evening. Thank you everyone for sharing tonight. It's a really, really inspiring material here. I almost didn't come because I've been so inspired by the poets in this town that I decided to rework a group of poems that I was going to throw away. And yeah, it's been cool, man. Super inspired, but I'm glad I came. I smoked a joint in front of a cop today.
What did he do?
New shit.
Good. Fuck the police.
It's legal. Revolution and Renaissance. Revolution and Renaissance. Food. Okay, revolution, food. Take in the new in an extraordinary pace. All at once, all right now. Gonna have to expand the vocabulary, gonna have to grow elephant ears to hear everything you have to offer. We'll walk in circles in a fastidious fury, just trying to stay in one place long enough to hear you go deeper into your Renaissance, into your music. Music, food, the song that plays, the nourishment that leads us into our decay. Where my drummers at, man? Who's got some shit tonight? We need some rhythm, all right? There's been some heavy shit. Sometimes I get heavy. Not right now. Who plays? There's a drum right here. Someone get that. Yeah. Thanks, man. We need a little backup here. All right, people. This is the music food. This is the music food. The man is a plane in the sky, is serving up an altitude. You can dance in outer space if you want to, but root down into the air for a minute or two. You can roll your eyes through the back of your mind, seeing the third side. People that ask me about aliens sometimes, thinking, man, how did you get here from so far away? They say, man, time isn't real. Well, it is in the third dimension. And if there ain't no time, it doesn't take very long to get somewhere. You already are. Very nice. Yeah, nice and quiet. That's cool. Yeah, keep that going though. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. This movement and stillness. There's a stillness in the movement. You notice, like, I feel relaxed when I hear this groove moving through the atmosphere of my internal space, so which I perceive as my internal space, But suddenly my internal space becomes so eased by the movement of the drums in the external space that the boundaries between things disappear. Like listening to a lull of a loon in the deep north woods. Like hearing the hum of locomotive traffic in Fort Worth, Texas, with a broken foot and a hobo or two. Like staring at the moon with a lover holding hands. It was November in June. It was June in November. One day the seasons might topple. Anybody been outside today? It's fucking summer, man. What's going on? It's December 8th. All right. We heard the bass blow. Boom, boom, boom. Man, this shit is so good. I've been listening to the same tune for a couple of days. I'm noticing that what I take in through my eyes or ears and nose or mouth, it gives me a strange feel. But my mind too is so true, it's so clear, it's so pure. I'm the grassy dew. I see my own reflection coming true. There wasn't shit there. There was nothing for me to do, so I grew out my hair for 8 years.
Go ahead.
The destruction of love is very powerful. You must be wise to use that shit. Because you can't use it. How do you use a river? You fucking let it go. You let it do its thing. Right? Right? You can't dam it up. What happens when you dam it up? Someone's gonna blow up that dam. Maybe a beaver.
Beavers!
Been reading around about refugees recently. I mean, like, most people come from lineages that were or are refugees. Man, we all are gonna like rejoin the lines of the tribes, you know? It hurts sometimes, but you meet a refugee on the street, just remember that your mother and your father and my mother and my father and their mother and their father will all lie someday together in the great cosmic dance party. I love you. Peace.
Okay. God damn it. Who has a recording studio around here? Invite someone with a recording studio.
Who's that?
Well, I mean, I'm
Damien.
just blowing smoke out my mouth.
Mr. Damien.
But like, I'm dead serious, you know. You guys, there's a lot of talent here. Here, seriously, nonstop. It's like nonstop. I love it. You know. Doesn't that mean I want to see books? I want to see records. I want to see the whole thing someday. You know. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be fun?
Woohoo!
Anyway, so we've got 2 poets left. We're almost done. I know. I know. Uh-oh, my time is up. Okay, I'll stop. That was a pratfall. I'm fine. That's a stage fall.
God.
No, I'm totally okay. I'm just playing. Anyway, hey Lauren, come on up here.
Hello. Thank you all so much for.
Oh, you
Can you hear me?
Close to the mic.
I'm close. I'm good.
She talks
Yeah.
tall.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I mean I can adjust
You can
it for you.
raise that just a little bit.
There you go. Here. Let's stand up straight. There we go. Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, this close to the mic. Take it away.
Whew. So this is a little bit heavy after that dance party, but it's also a kind of alchemy of some dark stuff. And I was really inspired by Jolene's poem last time. I wasn't here, but I checked it out on YouTube, and it was amazing. And I'm so inspired by her courage. And this is something similar. I wrote it today, and I think it's called "I Am Your Sister, Friend, Daughter." To the next man who will approach me with bad intentions, because I'm not so naive as to believe that there was a last time. I'm ready, agile, strong enough to fight or run, but even more so, I am completely unwilling to be anyone's victim and entirely willing to see your brokenness transformed. It's a game changer, I know, and that I am powerfully more dangerous than you are when you're throwing around your fear, blinded by the Maya that makes you see me as a target for your aggression. I choose not to play or react. I'm feeling neither fear nor pity. You're blameless and forgiven for your actions before the poison compliment even leaves your lips, before your hands even trespass against my sacred body. I know I live in this situation of violence, and therefore I am free to be undefined by it. No matter how intentional or cruel, your actions say nothing of my worth or beauty. When you see me walking by, living my life, instead of an object to control, I pray you will see the clearest mirror reflecting your own beauty, and that you may rest in that, and that you may be healed. Thank
you. Bless your heart. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Lauren, was this your first time reading? Second! Woo! I told you it's addictive. The best kind of addiction, you know. There's no rehabilitation for this. Well, I mean, unless you join the army or something.
They beat the poetry out of you.
Oh, yeah, they'll kick the shit out of that poetry. But really, though, you know, those guys out there, you know, they're doing their shit. But we're doing this, because we're cool as fuck. So, we have made it to the final poet, otherwise known as Isaiah.
Isaiah!
And it is his second time reading as well. You gonna need the mic this time or what?
Yeah, maybe.
Here, let me take care of that. There you go. Nope. Oh man, this fucking thing is such an asshole. Fuck you, microphone. Yeah, work for me. Yeah, I love you, baby. Hey, what? I'm talking to myself. No, I'm kidding. Hey, take it away, bud.
Thank you.
Is that
Grace and peace, y'all. It's great to be back. Yeah, this is cool right here. I said a few things last week, and I forgot to leave one thing out. It's really beautiful here. We got lots of diversity. I love diversity. Dang. When we're utilizing it here, that's really tight. I love that, for real. Utilizing our diversity to help each other. You know, we speak healing with our words. We can speak encouragement with our words. That one last piece we might need to go ahead and open the door to whatever it is, you know, we might hear it here. Shoot. Got a lot of bright minds here, and you can find some good stuff. You come. We need you here. We need each other. Human family. We're all part of this human family.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Go ahead, sister. Go ahead, sister. 2 quick points I want to make that I hope you find today in these few minutes that I have before you. Inspiration and sincerity. Really hope that you would find me sincere, someone who values your time. Even though you didn't pay to come in here, I still think your time is valuable. I still want to respect your time. See, I'm up here, and it might seem like it's my time, but it's Partly my time.
Yeah, it's your time to present, you know. It's
Partly my time.
10 minutes, you know what I mean? That's time.
Hey, see, so, good point. Good reason. That's good to bring this up. Because one of the reasons I'm here as well, to hear ideas, absorb some ideas, and to share my own ideas. I said that last week. And I get to share some of my own ideas and become a better public speaker, because this is one of my fears, honestly. Speaking before audiences, I mean, that's a fear. I got to conquer that fear, and I find this a great opportunity to do that.
Fuck yeah, good.
You feel me? You feel me? Right. Some inspiration. See, I'm up here. I can say whatever I need to. I could just talk about my day. I was at Lane Community College, you know, go on and say things like that. Just like you said, I can't remember your name, but you said it. Speaking before crowds, there's just something special about it. And I agree, it is. So again, inspiration and sincerity. Your time is valuable. I spoke last week, and I left out this one piece of information about I spoke about last week, which was the Logos. I mentioned how the Logos in ancient days was the highest form of philosophical knowledge, that the Greeks worshipped this idea of the highest form of philosophical knowledge, and it was the Logos. A lot of philosophy students tell me that they heard about this and they know about the Logos. But the one piece of critical information that shook the ancient world was that the Logos became flesh, personal, no longer just a grandiose idea, but personal. You can know this Logos personally now. And that is none other than Jesus Christ. And that's a relationship you get to have with Jesus.
Right on.
Philosophy student I am.
I can dig it.
Inspiration, diversity. We need each other.
Yes.
Keep going. Keep going. You can do it. You're doing fine.
So good note on that is there's a story of a man, a king. His name was Julius. Shakespeare wrote about him, Julius Caesar. He went out, he crossed the land of Gaul. He was going out to what is now England. Julius Caesar. He went across the land to conquer it. And what happened was, when he gets there, and all the men on the peninsula, they look back and notice, they got there on a ship. They look back and they see, Caesar says, "Come over here, y'all. Come over here. Check this out." Burning ships. The only connection they had to that continent that they came from burned up. Couldn't get back no more. That's the decision I made. See, I'm here to speak, conquer one of my fears, to inspire you guys to conquer one of your fears. I didn't really prepare anything tonight. I just thought I'd get up here and say something. I saw it happen last week.
That's courage. Right?
You ain't need to get up here. You don't have to have something prepared to get up here and say something. I would like to speak something beneficial to you, but you don't have to come. You don't have to have something prepared. A lot of us read off a script. That's cool. Seriously. There's different ways people do things. I might have a few more minutes.
Oh, you're fine.
Just that one point.
I can check if you want. You know.
That's fine. I'm
If
almost
you're worried
done.
about it. You have 2 minutes.
Oh, good. Perfect. Few seconds.
Yes.
That's a note there. Whatever it is, man, I'm telling you.
I should say 2 like that more often. That's how you say 2. Continue.
Beautiful pose. Anyway. Where was I going there? Love. Exactly. Precisely. Love. Family. Right. Family. We got a lot of barriers between us, between you and I. Seriously. Thoughts. You have a lot of thoughts towards me, maybe. I don't know. I have some thoughts to share with you. But usually what keeps us from each other is a gap in education, a bridge. There needs to be gaps so we can connect. We need to connect. And so, oh darn, my task here, what I'm trying to do here is tear down the walls that divide us and build them bridges. See,
There we go.
that's what life's about. Relationships, man. You guys are people. I'm part of this human family. We're sharing this together.
That's right.
And there's one thing that reigns over everything else, right? That's love. Hey, love, true love, baby.
Yes,
Family.
baby.
So hold us all together. And I just found that love has a name. And that's a beautiful thing. Amen.
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 Amen. Yeah.
Yes. You know, it does take a lot of courage to go up in front of a room. I've said this before. And to, speak your thoughts. And it's even scarier if you're unprepared. I can definitely give props to that. If you're going to share yourself, share it, The only place barriers really belong are like in your home, so like the elements don't get it, Yeah, what's a house without walls, you know what I'm saying? What's a home without love? What's a home empty? Or a
Love has no barriers. Like silence.
But you know what? I'm not going to touch that subject. Not right now. I love love. You should love love too. This has been Page 2 Poetry at the Cush Cafe. I hope to see y'all next week. Peace.